If Kundalini activation involved spontaneously doing your taxes, I'd be fully enlightened by now. But seriously, here's what no one really says out loud. Most people aren't blocked. They're just overstimulated, under-rested, and running 5 apps, 2 browser tabs, and 1 nervous system that hasn't exhaled since 2017. And yet, we think one breath or one pose is going to unlock some ancient power? Kundalini doesn't rise because you force it. It rises when your system becomes coherent, when your body, breath, energy, and attention move in rhythm, not chaos. So what actually helps? Breathwork, energy locks, posture, chakra balancing, nervous system regulation. And maybe the hardest of all, surrender. But before we dive in, can I please quickly share something weird? So, I've been having these strange recurring TED Talk dreams lately. Not sure if it's Kundalini activation or just my subconscious filing complaints. Last night, I was giving a TED Talk to a room full of serpents, literal snakes. One of them hissed and then flicked its tongue at me, right as I said the word awakening. Gave me a hell of a fright. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my chest. Now back to the topic. Let's start with breath. It's not just air, it's voltage control. Here are a few techniques. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, balances the brain and calms the mind. Kapalabhati, short, sharp exhales, clears energetic fog and activates the solar plexus. Bhastrika, bellows breath, builds energy, but only if your system's already stable. These aren't spiritual party tricks. They're how you train your body to hold more charge without short-circuiting. Because let's be real, if breath alone triggered awakening, half your yoga class would be glowing in the dark. Next, Bandhas, or energy locks. Mula Bandha contracts the pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha lifts the belly inward and upward. Jalandhara Bandha tucks the chin and seals energy in the upper body. When done together, they generate internal pressure and help guide energy and cerebrospinal fluid up the spine. Now, posture. Energy doesn't rise through a twisted cord. Lotus pose grounds the base. Cobra activates the spinal wave. Shoulder stand reverses internal flow. It's not about flexibility. It's about flow geometry. Are you stable, open, and aligned enough for the current to move? Next, chakra balancing. Forget the hype. This isn't about colors and crystals. It's about tuning your energy centers, because each one governs a specific layer of experience. Root, grounding. Sacral, emotion. Solar plexus, direction. Heart, connection. Throat, truth. Third eye, clarity. Crown, integration. You don't have to get mystical, just get honest. Where are you stuck? Where are you numb? Where are you leaking? Awareness starts the balancing process. And now, maybe the most important part, nervous system regulation. You can't raise energy if your spine is still stuck in survival mode. Start simple. Get real sleep, reduce noise, eat food that grounds you. Pause before reaching for stimulation. Make space to feel before trying to transcend. Because if your system doesn't feel safe, the energy won't rise. And if it does, it might fragment instead of awaken. Sometimes I wonder if I'm guiding a sacred process or just narrating a very slow, very weird software update for my nervous system. Then comes surrender. You do what you can, and then you stop doing. You build the structure, and then let go. It's not about control, it's about capacity. And if none of this helps, try apologizing to your spine. Offer it a beetroot smoothie, maybe a nap, or maybe, just maybe, my serpent's still on the couch. At least one of us is relaxed. Catch you in the next one. And remember, Keep that spine straight.
If you feel our vibe, you're already tuned into the frequency. Subscribe to stay aligned for the modern mystic.